Hey everybody, I hope everybody is doing well. First off, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for all your prayers and best wishes. They worked. I've had a successful first week of chemo and radiation. The fourth week after my diagnosis has been pretty laid back. October 2nd has came and went. So this will be my typical Thursday routine. I start out real slow. I go get my IV port installed. And while they install that, they do my blood workup. The IV port is for my infusion. That way they won't have to stick me twice. One and done in the arm, as they say. Next, I go see my nutritionist. She went through the basics. This is my first week meeting her, so she'll be the one that's keeping me up to date on where I am with my weight and my nutritional goals. I've got my weight up, so I don't have to worry about losing weight so much. Giving me ideas on what I may need to do differently so that I'll be successful. So the next visit is to the chemotherapy doctor. The chemotherapy doctor has already gone over all the lab work before they see me. They've determined that I was good to go for the infusion. Later on, there may be times where the blood work comes back and it just won't be good enough to do the infusion. And they could have to postpone it or reschedule it. But this week we are good to go. I will do my best through my nutrition, exercises, and oral hygiene to ensure I pass these tests every week so that I don't have a delay. They also go through a series of questions. That's where I go through my medications, my ability to swallow, basically just how I'm holding up kind of a session to make sure that it's safe for me to proceed. This time, we determined it was safe for me to proceed. I had an hour and 15 minutes to waste before the infusion. That was a good time to find out where they have the snacks, where the bathrooms are all located, that kind of stuff. I was about ready to take in a lot of liquids after that IV. It's kind of funny, you have to hydrate well so they can find the veins for the IV. Once you've got the IV, you've got to get all those fluids back out of your system so you can be ready for the next infuse. So after we got our snacks, we checked in at the infusion center. I think because it was my first time, I got pretty special treatment. They have a really nice setup there. They have volunteers that offer snacks during the treatment. It all seems about making you comfortable. The reclining chairs are nice too. They have heat and vibration. That heat was really nice. I didn't use the vibration though. They also have chairs for guests. Everyone's going to be there for a while, so you might as well get comfortable. They also offered me warm blankets. We took two. It was a little chilly in there, so the blankets were very nice. When you come to those appointments, don't go through it alone if you don't have to. If you're sharing your life with someone, this is a good time to share. Your special someone will be wanting to help you, and this is a way that they can help, so let them. They are going through this just like you are. As you can tell, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the glands that produce the saliva, so I have to take a drink every now and then. The first hour is just anti-nausea medication and saline. The next hour or so is infusing the chemo drugs. The hour just after that is just saline. It's just cleaning out the kidneys. This stuff is rough on the kidneys. I had to take 3 restroom breaks during the infusion. The first half of infusion I was awake, very interested in what was going on. But about halfway into the second infusion, I started getting tired. I slept through half of the infusion. I think I started getting what they call chemo fog. I am still experiencing it now, as you can probably tell as I'm telling this story. I'm not sure when it'll wear off. Right now when I'm telling you this, it's Saturday morning at about 5:45 a.m. And so I'm gonna be changing the days that I do my videos to Monday to allow for that to wear off. I won't make a video on this Monday, of course, but the following Monday should be my next video. I want to make sure I'm giving you a clear picture of my experiences. So, moving on. After we finished the infusion, we were right on time for the radiation treatment. The radiation treatment is super simple, only takes about 30 minutes. It can get a little tricky getting back to the radiation department. You're kind of in that chemo fog, right? What I was talking about earlier. You don't want to get lost. Before your first day of chemo and radiation, it's a good idea to go and do some test walks to get familiar with the areas that you're going to be going to. And this is another area where it helps to have someone with you. Let them lead the way. You just go to the treatment area and check in on a tablet, and they will come and get you when they're ready for you. The radiation treatment, like I said, is super simple. You just get up on this table, lay down, they put your head in just the right position, they put on my special mask that they made for me, and they lock it all down to the table. They give me a belt for my arms, so it lays across me so I can put my arms in it and hang my arms down at my side. I just lay there comfortably for about 15 minutes. After a couple of minutes, the table picks me up, moves me into the machine where the scanner is. It lines up everything perfectly. Then it administers the radiation. I didn't feel anything. After the table takes me back out of the machine and puts me back down, a couple of minutes later they come in. They unlock my mask and from the table, take my mask off and help me up, and I'm on my way. I'm done for the day. I was truly done for the day. I slept on the ride home. I went straight to bed as soon as I got home. I slept until 9 o'clock the next morning, only to get up and use the restroom once or twice. I don't really remember. I woke up Friday morning feeling pretty good, except for the chemo fog. The chemo fog is kind of rough. I didn't have any nausea or vomiting, lucky for that. As a matter of fact, we even went to Waffle House and had breakfast. I'm thinking I won't start having trouble with radiation until after about 10 sessions. I've got 2 now, so it'll probably be about 8 more sessions. Sorry for the long video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.